comfort for Rebellion. Which composition do you think wins out better?
Ooh, man. I feel like as of right now, it's going to be Rebellion once again that can dictate how the fight happens, right? They can push GEEK away with the Black Dragon form. They can go for the global play with the Angela. They have the Edith for counter-engage even, and the Fredrin can just follow up and play passively, which allows Vincent all the room available to go for these retributions. I feel like they have a bit of an edge here. The Geeks are the ones that have to try and force them into an uncomfortable position.
Rebellion Esports are on their way to the green zone. If they can make it 2-0, they crawl closer to gaining safety in week number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2 between GEEK Fam and Rebellion Esports.
Looking battle of comfort with the Edith. This is like, if you remember, in MDL, AudiTZ, when he was still part of Bigatron Beta, Edith was actually his signature.
It was a lot more meta back then as well, though, to be fair. But I think for GEEK Fam, they're really respecting that aggression coming in from Rebellion. 2 Purifies in the hands of a boy and Chidera here. I think Rebellion are the ones going in all in. Now Audi comes in. There might be a play here.
Shatter? Oh, this is the new collector skin, by the way. You see those blocks?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice skin.
Very fancy.
Super cool.
And looking at the emblems, right? Swalo and AudiTZ with the Brace Might still. So they want to be able to just stand in there and brawl. And the Brace Might will allow them to do so. But looking at the rest of the emblems, Swalo and AudiTZ going with the Wilderness Blessing. So they're trying to move around. They want to be mobile, but so is Beloyski and a boy. So it's almost like a mirror situation right here. I think the big difference is Vincent and Hazel. Hazel going for a bit more damage here with the Thrill to try and get for more clear. Vincent, knowing that he's going to be a bit more follow-up heavy, he's going for the Inspire for more spells available in the fight.
Good ambush. AudiTZ flickers to the side. And now Cars jumps in with a Furious Dive just to gain a little bit more space for Audi to escape. 3 people down below for GEEK Fam to shove in this wave, and Cars will still be able to take that wave. And Vincent here just to provide a bit more defense. Ooh, take a look at this new asset that we have. Ooh. Look at the wins. Wow, a boy, 0 wins, 4 losses on the pyramids this season.
I mean, but in the general scheme of things, he has a 50% win rate. So
I think it's just been so good that teams just know to respect it now. On the other hand, though, Dio and the Roger is a debut pick, and so is Cars on the Yu Zhong. So we have to see. That's the Hard Guard Black Dragon form combo. And you can see, early on, if GEEK Fam were respecting Rebellion in Game 1, Game 2, even more, man. That is a dangerous composition.
that's going to be a free neutral objective given towards Rebellion in the early stage of the game. And this is exactly according to plan to GEEK, right? When they utilize the Florin, they don't want to go in for the early neutral objectives. They wait till the 3rd turtle. And I got to mention Swalo with the Brave Smite really assists him when he's clearing. Because earlier on, in the first few seconds of the game, when he was clearing, he was in a 2v1 situation, didn't get caught low. Every time he went in for skill number 1, he was able to heal back up, but
yeah, Swalo.
not like that.
The caster curse.
Not like that.
It happens, you know, you say it and then it happens. It happens a bit too often sometimes. But yes, it was a flicker burnt too by Swalo. GEEK Fam really didn't need to use any more resources. 3-mana Shatter because of the Stampede. But it will not be utilized by Rebellion. They just want to give Vincent some space to farm.
That was kind of fancy. the unintentional combo there by AudiTZ. That could be very beneficial in a big fight. But in the Golden matchup that I think is a lot more important right here, it's almost the same situation here. D is aggressive. He's on the more dominant hero, but he's really unable to really find anything too crazy. And he's always stuck wondering if Hazel is just rolling around the corner. Literally.
Looks like he could be. What do they want to do now? D's looking for a pick, perhaps. Vincent's already on standby. Are they looking for a pick here? AudiTZ.
Yeah, Earth Shatter in. He's managing the waves. My lord, that damage from D over to Beloy. There's clearing a wave now. Vincent is hovering over in case GEEK Fam want to look for a possible counter gank, but yeah, no, GEEK Fam Chidera gets out.
Wow, Vincent spent a lot of time there just waiting out.
It's a lot of time.
But I guess he does have a healthy clear. Cars, though. Oh, he's going to turn it around.
Yeah, I think this might just be a flyby. I don't think he wants to go for a full initiation. He's just here to, you know, he's got to be careful here, man. That's even though he has the healing, he has sustain. Hazel does the opposite. The healing reduction, Vincent on top. That's why he wants to go for a bit longer of a distraction, but he loses so much HP. Still clears out the wave though, so a net positive for Rebellion in that trade. Luke, ooh. Oh, Spider and the stun, the flank from Luke and the capitalization. Picks up the kill, the Petrify into the Furious Dive, and now Rebellion trying to capitalize on this choke point. They will just back away, giving the Roger up top D some time, some space to clear it out, to go for the trade. Vincent again with the help of Audi TZ jumps forward. Audi will lose his life for the turret too. Geek fam turn it around a bit. Gold still. Not really favoring each side too much. It's basically even.
D was able to get a turret in the top side as well. So that could explain the ping pong matchup coming in terms of the gold difference. How was the items looking?
Oh, the wind talker completed. I think D is a lot more of a menace. And for Chidera, he's on the Claude. It's only 5 to almost 6 minutes in the game right here, so only the Demon Hunter Sword. He's gonna wait for, I think, 2 more items before he can really be confident in moving up forward, right? It's not just the damage, it's also the sustain and a bit of the utility for the corrosion side that allows him to be a bit braver in how he wants to approach these fights, because otherwise, I think it's a bit too dangerous considering the utility that Rebellion have at their disposal.
Possible pickoff. Luke has already used the Bravest Fighter. Doesn't time the anti-CC properly, but he does time the flicker very well. D just walks out. Suelo holds onto the hard guard very patiently. And both teams are setting up for the final turtle of game number 2.
Look at the items there. Suelo already has the Flask of the Oasis. A boy, though, going straight for the Necklace of Durance. So it doesn't exactly get countered out. But you can see that both mid laners are just very flexible in their itemization, and they're respecting each other's impact here. I think it comes down to the roamers, the frontliners, on how they can really dictate when the fight happens right here, especially for Geek.
And onward, not hitting. Earthshatter does though! And Hazel gets knocked up just in time for Vincent to pick that red tree. Now Cars with Black Dragon from into the midst of it all. Then the Realm already used up, and now it's Luke isolated in the front. Audi teasing with the Primal Rat to get some damage, but the Bravest Fighter will turn it around. Luke versus the world in the back. As Cars does the same, but with the help of the hard guard, Luke is an absolute beast, wins out the 3v1. And Geek fam turn it all around on the Blue Bulls.
That's what happens when you give Luke a comfort hero. Yuzong, Lapu, Xborg, all these heroes can be utilized by Luke, and we saw the impact that it was able to do. A 3-for-1 trade for Geek, and they're looking for more. Neutral objective going to be secured in the mid side, going to give them a lot more room when it comes down to rotations, and rotations is what they do.
Ooh. D almost gets caught right there, but seems like Geek will back away just for now. Showing again that in a pure on 5v5, they do have what it takes. And the fact that Cars has less damage and more sustain, and Luke has more burst damage, that is what changed. That's the factor that really changes and decides how that fight went. Because they Rebellion, they went for Beloyski, but he was able to survive with a sliver of HP, and that just costed them, man. The fact that he didn't get taken out, he was able to output some more healing, some more crowd control. Look at the damage dealt, bro.
Yep, number 1, Luke, 21,331 damage dealt.
Oh.
Okay, it got overtaken by a boy, but I mean EXP versus a boy on a Faramis, which is very notorious for its damage as well. It's something to behold, and it did give Geek a 2.8 gold lead just behind that play coming in from Luke.
Yeah, they're not competing, right? I mean, they're on the same team, so it's okay. They're chilling.
It's a group effort. Now Geek very clearly has a bit more of a control over the area. They're actually going for the top side jungle, trying to find maybe some kind of information, some kind of pickoff before the fight begins. Rebellion do have the advantage of having a Black Dragon form, but considering that Geek can sustain it, and they've shown that they can do it, I do wonder what Rebellion's plan is going to be, because I don't think it's going to be just a team fight into a Lord Steel attempt.
Rebellion also has the Angela. So if we're talking about global presence, sure, they don't have the Moskov this time around, but they do have the Angela. who should be able to buy them a little bit more time when it comes down to the far lane. And we see Suelo do exactly that.
Yeah, Rebellion actually, they're able to get the Lord restarted, but ooh, AudiTZ.
An all-in onto AudiTZ, who has the Primal Rat. That's a Black Dragon form as well. AudiTZ pops in the Primal Rat, locks them down in the Petrify, connects from Cars, but it doesn't go for a Furious Dive just yet. Tries to bait out another realm as the Blazing Duet actually takes a lot of HP away from Rebellion. The dive back to D with a flicker back. Hazel trying to look for a re-engage. Luke gonna be tied up by Suelo, the mobility right there, but Vincent has lost a lot of HP. Cars, Furious Dive defensively. Rebellion still trying to look for an opening in this skirmish, but it's Geek Fam with a win, 1-for-0 trade. AudiTZ respawning in 5, and Geek Fam will capitalize, take the Lord for free.
These team fights are just not working out for Rebellion. They did it once before, they did it again here, and again, they end up on the back foot. Why?
In a pure team fight, especially against a Faramis, when everyone's corralled together, you saw that even Beloyski throwing out the C, the AoE stun from the Florent, normally it's not really that big of a problem, but considering where and how these fights are taking place, it's been very, very impactful in these fights. Vincent was completely shut down from going deeper in the fight and giving any kind of follow-up. And the fact that Geek Fam initiated that fight, they forced Suelo to come back, and now it's not Rebellion dictating when Geek Fam will engage. Rebellions are the ones just concerned when.
Wow, Blazing Duet, Suelo gets melted, Vincent gets melted! Rebellion can't stand the damage of Geek Fam. In the 11th minute, it's 8-0.
That's insane. He was eliminated.
A 4k gold lead right now, and a lot more damage. I mean, Shadera has reached a lot of its power spike items here, already on 3 items, as required for him to really start snowballing. And look at that. Not a single member in the front line for Rebellion can last longer than several seconds. With the Lord coming in, it seems like they're not going for a 3-wave push. I think they have enough power to just go straight for these turrets one by one.
Glowing Wand addition to a voice kit is genius as well. It really is just deterring the frontline presence of Rebellion as Zion and the Rebellion esports right now. And these turtles are gonna fall. That's a shutdown on Luke. Luke's gone.
Yeah. The very Luke play there, very aggressive in the front. Now it's gonna be Rebellion with the all-in re-engage. Beloyski still in another realm. Chidera with the Blazing Duet goes on a D, still able to stay for a bit, but now 3 members are on him. Rebellion need to back away. Hazelboy and Chidera chasing them down. Cars is getting chunked down by the minions. They have to be careful in this spot. They are able to get to, and they defend for now.
Wow, what a turn of events right there. Rebellion showing that even though they're behind, they do have that synergy. Just immediately go for a full team play there, going for a dive. Unfortunately, D got taken out. He was so far ahead from everybody else. But that's some value back in the hands of Rebellion with the middle base tower taken out. Obviously, it's not the best of circumstances, but that also means that none of the side waves are going to be defaultly pushing. And if we look at the items right here, Endless Battle in the inventory for D. He's going for a bit more burst heavy of an approach. I think they're still looking for that kind of pick-off mindset. They're not trying to match Geek Fam in a full-on 5 DPS output battle.
I mean, they recognize that every time they do, they always fall behind in these team fights. It's the sustainability coming from Aboy, Beloyski, the team fight presence from Luke on the Lapu Lapu. They can't go for it, so they're looking for a different approach. The question is, what is that approach? How are they going to approach these pickoffs? Because if Geek keep clumping up like this, Rebellion won't find the opportunity. You can see that Suelo is already looking to play that bottom map, but here we go. Cars.
They go in. Vincent walks up and wins the retreat battle. Now Rebellion needs to back away, but Luke is in the midst of it all. AudiTZ gets a 3-man knockup, but it's going to be a stun from Luke, and Chidera just guns them down. Meanwhile, it's still Audi running away, chased down, and now brought back by the Stampede. Hazel picks up a mega kill. The Enhanced Lord up top now for Rebellion. 2 members for the Lord.
That should be cleared. That should be cleared here right now for Geek. They get the Lord, but they're unable to capitalize over it, and it looks like a siege coming through from Geek. They want to turn things around.
1 wave in the mid lane is all they need. Now Bravest Spider, as that's a Furious Dive into the back, but Cars cannot stand the damage. Now it's D with Lycan Pounce, clears the wave really well. Now with Vincent respawning back
Oh.
in, they're looking to go for one more shot. It's a red tree onto the cannon minion. They're all very low. That's a hard guard as well. Plays down, but Vincent gets melted down by Chadera with a blazing duet. Now a stun down with the shield unity and everything thrown at him to take him out. No D, only Swalo, Audi, and Vincent left to defend with another round popped as well. 3-man Earth Shatter. Now with Vincent getting a 3-man taunt, but what is it gonna do? A big bonk over the middle wave, now crashing down. The cannon minion is there, and Rebellion will fall in game 2. We're getting a third game in this series, folks.
GG, well played for a Geek fam. The community all around rejoice as they have been able to successfully